Howdy, folks. Welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And today is Friday. Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Indeed. Got my brother Brian with me tonight. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm glad to be back, man. I'm so glad to be back. Glad that your other channel was put up and then we could do this. I'm grateful for that. I'm always grateful to be here with you guys to do this. It's one of my pleasures.
You know, there's a common misconception. A lot of people think that you have to have 1,000 subscribers to go live, and you do have to have 1,000 subscribers to go live on a cell phone. But if you have a computer, all you have to do is have 100 people, and you're enabled to go live.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So, all you people out there that think you can't go live if you got a computer, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can, sis. Trying to get my energy levels up. Shoot, I tell you, folks, I've just been struggling lately. You know, I've been fighting these. Anybody been getting migraines? Sure, I have.
Yeah,
fighting migraines, you know? and like struggling to breathe. Some I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're getting bombarded with that stuff, but you know, it's all in how you resonate with it. What can get in? It just the higher you vibrate, it's what you want it to be.
Absolutely.
If people want it to be a negative thing, it can be a negative thing. But if they want to be positive through it, they can be positive. So we have the choice, each of us. So I'm learning a lot about that lately.
I really do tell.
Well, you know, it was a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was sick. I have the same thing, upper respiratory. In fact, there's a few shows where I'm hacking up a lung, can't get it cleared, feeling the same way every day. And finally, I just got in the vibration of gratefulness, just put myself in the sense that I was already well, and woke up the next morning feeling spectacular. And no matter what's going on in the sky, and they do it. They start in the north and they trade, and you'll see some particles falling faster than others. Goes out over the Gulf, but once they start, then it starts raining. You guys know the routine with it, but
I swear, I think it's another reason everybody's sick. I swear, I think it's something up there.
It is, but we all chose to be here for this experience. And
something tells me
this happens over and over again. And the more dark that is, you know, perpetrated, the more light.
Absolutely. So, blinded by the light.
Wake up in the douche. Don't get me started.
It's rigged up like a deuce.
Oh, yeah. I always thought it was like douche.
Yeah, I did too. I guess they're talking about a little deuce coupe.
Oh, that's it. Something to do with a car. Okay. Anyway, so new decks tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. Tell us about this deck.
I've purchased a new deck tonight. It's the excuse the light, my daughter's pulling up. It's the Crystal Power Tarot by Jane Wallace. The cards are absolutely they're beautiful.
How many is in the deck, do you know?
Yes, I do. I can answer that. I want to say 78 specialty commission cards and 64-page illustrated book with it. So, and what it does is it will give you, which with each card, it will give you a specific crystal, you know, to go with that. And so you can go back, guys, and look up the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you guys look up the meaning of the crystal for your reading, and I'll give you the meaning of the card itself. So I've been actually looking for a deck like this to go with all the crystals that I've been working with, and this is great. I found it today, Books A Million, and it just resonated with me, and I said I'm getting that. So we're going to try it out tonight.
I swear you're going to have to end up getting you a storage facility or something. You keep buying crystals.
Oh man, I got some more in today. I mean, these things, I spent $40 on the package, but they're clear quartz and they're massive, but the energy from them is amazing. Just amazing.
You know, I was watching some videos from where people are down there digging in Arkansas, and man, God, you wouldn't believe some of these big old massive bundles they're pulling out, dude. Like, I mean, like, you got to have some serious, like, machine work and stuff. So, I mean, huge bundles of crystals. Of course, I mean, you can dig up the smaller ones, but man, could you imagine when we were down there digging, we come across some big old mass like that?
I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. And having everybody there together to enjoy it. Can you imagine what that energy is going to be like? Everybody bringing their specific gifts to the situation, and just the co-creation is just going to be off the scale. I'm excited about that. I'm just really excited about that.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, I'm more excited just to be able to get a group like that together and see what we can do.
Ooh.
So. I'm telling you, watch out, folks. Let's see. We got a correct question from chat. Rick Yorkin said, "Is it true that crystals are not on the 4 forms of matter?" Never heard.
I do not know. Well, they're here, but I don't know about that.
That's a good question. Now you give me something I got to look into now. Thanks, Rick. Why don't you answer that? Come on and answer that question yourself. Why don't you do some research and come on and answer that question? Challenge accepted.
I can tell you this, that each of these stones has a consciousness to it on its own. It's just, I think consciousness is in absolutely everything, though. So, but the power of these crystals, the different frequencies, it's like each one has a different personality, and it's amazing.
It's amazing, those clear quartz ones, too. They have basically like unlimited amount of storage amounts for data. Just unlimited amounts. Folks, if y'all want to get one of those crystal, what's it called again?
It's called the Crystal Power Tarot.
Crystal Power Tarot.
Wallace.
Yeah. If y'all want to get in the run for one of those, put "I want a reading" or "I want one," just make it blatantly obvious and put it in chat, and we'll write it down. We'll try to get to a few. I don't know, I feel like I love those Sacred Traveler cards, and I know, that they're always on it. For some reason, I just don't feel like reading those tonight. So I'm pretty much just going to ad lib, like if something comes to mind when Brian's doing a reading, I'll wait till he's got done presenting it. And if I feel like I need to add something, that's what I'm going to do. So pretty much this is awesome. Brian's show. So,
it is Brian's show.
It is. Either way you look at it. Let's see. Here we go.
That's the IOI, the SOS. Let's go with SOS. How about that?
I'm sending out an SOS.
Or Mayday. Mayday.
I was watching something about Mayday the other day. What was that? It was a show. I think it was on YouTube. Let's see. Don Cortino.
I need to switch this around so I can prop this up and be able to read at the same time. I'll just use my old culture.
Johan, I'm telling you, there's something up with these YouTube streams that are glitching. It'll black out for a second. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I just noticed that on this end too.
I noticed it on Wayne's the other day as well. So,
looking.
Crystal.
Sorry, guys. We're just looking to write. Kieran's in here.
Johan.
Are you hearing people? Me, please. Okay.
Hey, yeah, we're going to be having Ultraviolet Flame on here coming up soon, too. Should probably be coming on with Trina, would be my guess. All right, so we got a few right now. Don't forget, folks, if you want to... Okay, there's Sherry D wants one. If you want a reading, make it obvious because I'm not too smart. MCF, Michelle Cannon Free. All right. Wild Style. We're going to be getting her on here sometime at some point, too, after she finishes up with her classes. Trying to work on getting some people in here, folks. It's one thing that, that's really, to be honest with you, besides the content that I lost, which I'm not done with the appeal yet, so I may get it back, but I'm not holding my breath. But, like I said, not only just the content that I lost, it's hard. unless people's already heard of you, to get people to, come on your show and you got under 1,000 subscribers, people are like, well, why do I want to waste my time on you? That's another thing that kind of sucks. I don't know, maybe I should take the subscriber count off.
I wouldn't worry about it, B.
I'm not. I don't even feel like going in and trying to figure out how to do that.
If I've learned anything, it's that there are no coincidences, that there's a plan for everything. And sometimes we just gotta, it's painful. And I feel the same way you do about it. Sometimes we just gotta, instead of fighting that water, we just gotta jump in it and let it carry us, see where it carries us. I mean,
yep.
But I'm sad with you for it. I feel that with you. I do.
Another day in
As
paradise.
I'm sure everybody else does. Another day in paradise.
You're getting ready. You got some readings coming up, buddy.
I see that.
Butterfly kiss. I think I got one earlier. Well, you can get another one, Truth in Me. I'm putting you down.
And I'll let you write these down.
I mean, like I told you, I'll keep up with it anyway. People, okay. Most people. Here's what happened. This is what I got. Remember a couple of months ago when I told y'all that I'd gotten 2 strikes back to back. Okay, so when they give you a copyright strike like that, they'll give you the strike and then they take down the video. Well, this time I kept up with it. I wrote them down. So when I got the strike this time, I can't go back and verify it because they terminated my channel. So unless you got that written down, so write down these things, folks, because otherwise you can't go back and verify it. But anyway, luckily I'd written it down. Well, when I got that 3rd strike and they terminated my channel, it was on a video that had been struck before and had been taken down.
That sounds like algorithm to me, buddy.
It don't make sense. I mean, because the video wasn't even up to get a strike. They took it down. And, and another thing, well, maybe you're supposed to take it. I went and made sure that they had taken it down after I'd gotten those strikes. And people know that I was going through and deleting a lot of videos anyway, but that video had already been taken down. So I don't know.
It doesn't. So wouldn't you file the appeal?
I haven't yet.
You haven't. Okay.
No. But that's something I'll do this week. I mean, to be honest with you, I think I'm kind of holding off because I don't know if I want to know.
Brian, here's the thing. I would definitely. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, see, that's what pisses me off. My Jerry Runk videos, man. That tears me up. So anyway, get a little choked up.
It's all right, man. I love you.
All right, well, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Let's starting off with Lady Spitfire.
Lady Spitfire. And I did go through the book and read it, so I should be a little quicker than I was last time I got a new deck. So bear with me.
We're good.
All right.
Lady Spitfire.
Lady Spitfire. For you, I got 7 of Swords. And the crystal for that is shungite. Trying to make it so you can see it. And of course, it's going to be backwards, but it's shungite.
No, it shows it correctly.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was reading it on mine, and
it shows it correctly.
And the affirmation is, I take great care of what I value. 7 of Swords. All right. Shungite. The meaning, potential theft, vigilance, the need to protect yourself and your property. Whatever you value needs extra care and attention. And this includes ideas, which may be better kept to yourself just now. The seven often signifies underhand dealings. So double check any contacts and their agreements. A broader meaning of this card is to think out of the box, to find a clever, ingenious way of doing something that no one else may have considered. You may need to work in secret for a time. Take great care of what I value. And again, the crystal is shungite.
Yeah, I feel like she's getting a lot of ridicule or something in her situation. I feel like her beliefs brings her a lot of grief. I don't know. It's just what I'm feeling.
Okay.
And that makes sense that shungite, for protection. So,
don't be afraid. I always say too, don't be afraid to walk your truth, stand in your truth, fly your freak flag. And something about ego dying, the ego dying. Sometimes that ego likes to come back and fight for its life, and it does little things. And if you just continue on your path, eventually that just lessens, and then you're on to the next lesson. Yeah.
Yeah, those never quit coming.
Yeah, I know.
So, all right, so there's Lady Spitfire. Don Cortino. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Don Cortino.
Yipper. Linux is way better than Linux. I'll have to check that out, Sunrabbit. Linux. I think I've heard of that.
All right. I did properly mix this. So, Don Cortino for you. I got 6 of Swords. And again, it's shungite is your crystal for that.
I wish I had a piece of shungite I could show people, but it's in my water filter.
See if I have one. Next time I'll line up all the crystals here so I can pull
Paula.
it up.
What's going on, Paula?
I'll show you here. 6 of Swords. Crystal shungite. Meaning is moving on. Find a safe haven. After an intense, demanding time, this harmonious 6 is reassurance that you will be able to distance yourself from strife and pressure. Finances become more manageable. You complete a demanding project at work and in relationships. The card can show making up after a disagreement or moving on alone after a breakup. Whichever path brings you more security, serenity, and ultimately peace of mind. The literal meaning of the card is travel. Your power message would be, I know that peaceful times will come.
Beautiful card, but hold it. I just got to interrupt real quick. Holy shit, Paula, you just got out of the hospital, had a massive heart attack. I'm so sorry, honey. I've been there, done that. That was one of my death experiences. So we send you healing love, honey. Obviously, if you're here chatting with us, you're doing pretty good. So we'll continue to send you some love and healing.
Healing and favor and everything.
Yeah. So anyway, anything you want to add to Dawn? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw.
No, that was it. You're up to bat. That's fine.
Sure, man, that's these wake up calls, Paula. Wake up call. No, they are not fun. Trust me. Like I said, I went out. I was dead, so they're not fun. Didn't see no light or anything, though. I just woke up and I was in the hospital and thankful to be alive.
Not that you know of, anyway.
Yeah. So, but thankful. I didn't know anything like I know now. So thankfully, I didn't see that light, or I probably would have went willy nilly into it, and then I'd been right back out the birth canal. So
willy nilly, right back out the birth canal.
Yeah,
I love the Southern talk, man. It's just fun.
I mean, I am what I am, right?
That's what we are, baby.
Yep.
I'm more of a redneck surfer type. I grew up in California, but I'm in the South now, so I get to play both sides of the spectrum, y'all.
But I mean, I
You
grew
are
up here
rad.
in the South, but luckily, like I said, I got to move around some places, Memphis, New Orleans, and places like that. So I've got to move around and live a little bit. But
Well,
everywhere I've went, people, like I said, the funniest thing ever, but kind of pissed me off, was when I was in New York City, and I've told this story before, but I was
go
in New
ahead.
York City back when I was up there to see the Dead, and I was walking through Manhattan. We were just like shopping and stuff, and I was talking. There was a group of us. Well, these New Yorkers stopped, and it was like, "Oh my God, just talk." They love just hearing us talk. Well, then after they were asking, "Well, where are you from?" I told them I'm from Tennessee. They literally looked at my feet and they said, "You're from Tennessee and you're wearing shoes?" Like they literally thought I walked around barefoot.
Listen, I mean, I was in New Orleans for the first time with my wife. And this kid comes up to me and he says, "I'll bet you $5 I can tell you where you got those shoes." And I'm like, whatever, no way. Of course, I'd been drinking. So I answered, and he goes, "You got them on your feet." And I said,
God.
"Man, I'm not paying." And his big brother was standing back there behind him. I went, "Oh, shit." There you go. So I had to tell that story, man. That I'll never forget that. Anyway.
No, John, I didn't experience anything, even after the sedation, anything. Like I said, I remember the last thing I remember when I had that heart attack is they were cutting my clothes off of me, and there was a preacher praying over me, and
come on,
I was out. That's the last thing I remember, and then I woke up in the hospital. That's it. So, all right. Anyway.
You should do a regression on that, man. I'm telling you, you should really do a regression on that.
Yeah, I've thought about doing that, but my thing is that's one reason I'm learning how to do a lot of these things on my own. Like, it's hard for me to put myself in that, be trusting enough to put myself in that position. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But I really got to know somebody before I'm going to let those walls be broken down.
Sure.
So, and I know people are like, "Well, what?" But that's just me. That's pride. So there's my mom.
You cross that. Hey, Mom.
You were staring at me, your mom. Oh, well, yeah, she was there too. That's right. Oh. So I guess that's not a good feeling for a mom to sit there and seeing her son dying in an emergency room. Like, Lord.
No.
Anyway, those days are way over, and
I kind of was in that situation myself. I had a full-blown grandma seizure. I had I'd overdosed and had a seizure on the tramadol of all things, and I woke up in the hospital, and that was one of the first moments. And I didn't go out, but yeah, that was quite the experience. I ended up locking up and falling over in the kitchen, taking out one of those little tight tables, and that was a wake-up call for me, baby. I didn't like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that, like I said, really that started off, my spiritual journey, because that's when I quit doing the drugs, and I finally quit drinking alcohol, and now I'm eating healthy. Now that's what I'm saying. I'm even though I felt like crap, and I'm going through these things right now, as far as the rest of my body, I'm healthier than I've ever been.
But Brian, could you imagine how we'd feel if you were still in that lifestyle, in that pattern, and that slaved out pattern to that?
There's no way my body would have been able to survive, dude.
No.
I put my body through hell and back. I'm literally lucky that I am still here. Like, even when I had that heart attack, I only did 2% damage.
Wow.
So, anyway, we got off track there big time.
Sorry about that.
Hopefully he's still up with us. I know it's late over for Mr. Berry, but David Berry's up next. Yeah, he's still with us.
Let's definitely, well, Let's read for. Did David want a reading? Let's read for him sooner than
Yeah,
later.
yeah, he wants a reading.
On. Okay, he's on that end, so let's definitely move him up a little bit.
Yeah. So, like I said, that's who you're up for now.
David? Okay.
Yep.
I almost sent him one ahead of time before the show, and I said, no, I'm going to wait. So, David, this one's for you, my brother. What the heck is going on with this?
Well, did you get a repeat or something?
7 of Swords.
Really?
I did another reading for him earlier in the day, but Shungite is the
Flavor of the day.
Flavor of the day. I mean, man, I just shuffled the heck out of this deck. You sit there watching the deck.
Well, we've talked about this before. It's not surprising, because a lot of these people are on similar frequencies, so to say.
I know it, but it still, it still hits me every time that happens. Or you open the book up and you're right on that page. So the crystal is Shungite, and the meaning is potential theft, vigilance, the need to protect yourself. And I actually understand why this would resonate with David and your property. Whatever you value needs extra care and attention. And this includes ideas, which may be better kept to yourself. The 7 often signifies underhand dealings. So double check any contracts or any other agreements. A broader meaning of this card is to think outside the box and find a clever, ingenious way of doing something that no one else may have considered. You may need to work in secret for a time. I take great care of what I value. It would always stay in that
David's
frequency.
Is always the same, I swear.
Stay in that frequency of love, man, because you know that I know you know what's going on with that, and just you're protected. You know that. So much love coming your way, brother.
And that's another thing, about like he's well vested in the crystal network and all that, and you don't really realize just communicating with these people and all that, and us coming together with these shows and stuff like that. We're picking up all these energies.
Yeah. Well, the other night we were all together in the astral, and we were, from my standpoint, the way I remember it was we were all together, and we had gotten the truck, and we were working on the logistics of loading up these boulders. And
so there's trucks in astral?
Trucks. This is my interpretation.
Was it an astral van?
It was a big old semi truck that we didn't have permission to use yet. We were using it, loading these crystals up, and we were on the last load, and we got caught. And the person says, "I really love you guys very much." He says, "I can't do anything." And right then I realized we're in the astral. We're dreaming. It does not matter. There's nothing you can do. And everybody cheered. And then we woke up. Well, then I woke up. That was my interpretation of it. So Karen's went a little deeper, and she was definitely pulled aside by a specific group. And
I'm sure that's because of her experience in being in the astral, so she's able to absorb more while she's there,
Yeah. But it's been amazing. The journey with that has been amazing. And the ability to remember these trips, or even the ability to say, "Hey, I'm dreaming. There's nothing you can do."
I'm glad a couple of people got that terrible joke. The astral van.
I got it.
Okay, I didn't know.
I got it. If anybody was gonna,
hey, Rex used to have the astral van. Remember that before you got this Mercedes?
Oh, that Chevy thing. I got you.
Chevy Astro.
I was thinking semi truck, buddy. I was thinking like FedEx Airborne Express type of van or something, But anyway.
Hell yeah, what's going on here, Joe? What you said, Asheville. The band Grateful Dead. Hey, that's it. At work listening, Quantum Family. Well, welcome, Pamela. Good to see you. Crystal, no, you didn't miss it. Crystal's up right now.
Crystal. I gotcha.
And Paula wants a reading. Okay.
Boy, if this is 7 of Swords, I tell you what.
Got 33 with it. Yeah, you didn't get it again, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I did get 7. Hold on. I did get 7 of Cups.
Seven's around. 777.
Around. Hold on. Let me fix the old tablet here, y'all. All right. There is a haze there, isn't it, B? How about that? That's a little better.
Oh, that does look way better.
Sorry about that, y'all. And the crystal is aquamarine.
Aquamarine. That's my birthstone. No, it ain't.
Cups.
No, it ain't. It's what I got in my class ring. My birthstone's an emerald. My bad.
9 of Cups. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 7 of Cups. Meaning, of course, aquamarine is your crystal. The meaning is imagination, fantasy, and possibility. The mysterious 7 shows there is much going on behind the scenes. Hidden from view, you cannot yet see exactly what you're dealing with. Until then, your imagination knows no bounds. Because you have little information to go on, while this is a positive card for creative projects and manifesting what you want, an additional meaning is fantasy. You might ask yourself if you're escaping reality, avoiding what needs to be done in the material world. If you're feeling up in the air, focus on one option at a time. And the power message is, I trust myself to see truth.
I can definitely see that one's all over crystal. Right?
Yeah, definitely. What did you want to add to that?
No, like I said, I just know that's all over crystal now. I ain't got nothing to add to it. That was perfect.
All right. Who we got next?
I was trying to get Karen to answer this question. Oh, there we go. Rose quartz. Next up, we're going to throw Big Al in there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Come on, Al, sing it with me. I know he's singing right now. Now he's laughing. So funny. He was messing around with that computer in his truck the other day, and the AI took over and started freaking him out. What was he said to that thing, man? It was like, oh, I can't repeat it. All right. So it's for Mr. Al. Hey, Shungite again. And we got the 4 of Swords. My brother. Pay attention to driving, man. Don't be looking at this. He's probably not even driving.
I think he's on break.
Is he?
Yeah.
4 of Swords. All right. Shungite, meaning time out, withdrawal, retreat. In readings, the card can show time away from your usual responsibilities, such as taking time off work, or another part of your life goes on temporary hold. In relationships, the card often signifies a withdrawal. This may be for practical reasons, because you live far away from each other, or because you take a relationship break. The card is neither positive nor negative. It is neutral. Literally nothing is going on. The power message is, I take time I need to rediscover my vitality.
I like it.
I know that resonates, buddy. I love you. All will be well.
He said he's on his way to South Carolina.
Hey.
Not too far away from me.
He's moving, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He's been talking to me. He's been in Sedona twice doing the round trip, going to California. It's fun to go on the journey with him. I'll be able to talk to him.
I'm telling you, I think what he should do is he needs to get him a camera mount and freaking just start live streaming. You don't have to sit there and talk, just on the road.
Man, I'd watch it.
People, a lot of people would do. People love stuff like that because they get to live vicariously through you.
That's right.
Some people can't get out of bed.
What's that other broadcasting thing? What was it? I forget. It was it's an app. It's you can go to live concerts, watch live I did it with drum corps when I couldn't go to the shows. What is that app? Anyway, it's one
Periscope.
specific. That Periscope. That's it.
Yeah, that's where I watch those Dead and Company shows at people's at the shows, and they're showing the concert.
It's awesome.
Let's see, Deborah Sloan wants one too. Okay, we got to start getting through some of these.
All right.
So Johan. Trina, I see that you're in there. You and Ultraviolet get together and figure out what day you want to come on next week, and get back to me, or let me know tomorrow, Trina.
All right. Amertrine is the crystal, and I got the Page of Swords. I'll be able to show this better. Hold on. There's a better way to do this. Bear with me, guys.
Boogity. Whoa.
Dude, gosh. All right, let's do this. Page of Swords. Ametrine, ametrine is the crystal. You can see that. I take care of the detail and stay in control. Page of Swords. It's on maybe the back.
And yeah, we could have a poetry night, folks.
Sure. Page of Swords. Okay, meaning, details, information, and contracts. The page as a person has a sharp mind. He may be, or he may be entertaining, but at his worst can be the cause of barbs and gossip. As a situation, the card asks you to be mindful of any and all official documents, from contacts to application forms. Pay attention to the details so the information you give is clear and complete. In relationship, the page can donate irritation and small arguments, can denote irritation and small arguments. More generally, the card can show the need to be vigilant so the situation does not escalate.
I like that.
And I got just pay attention to your reactions and how you react to things. Try and take a moment to breathe.
Yeah, that's before you react. Important. Very important.
Plain as day.
Ricky Orkin says,
all right.
When we have been reduced to playing with cards to replicate.
We're on the road. Brian is locked up. At least he's no, I'm locked up.
Yeah, you're locked up. Ricky Orkin in chat says, when we have been reduced to playing with cards to replicate what we can tap into just by merely closing our eyes and meditating, we've been played like a deck of cards. Rick, you're right. Preaching to the choir, buddy. I've said this for a long time. I'm one of those, I don't think you need any of this shit. Whatever we need, we've already got. This is an easy way for people to comprehend it, though.
Yeah.
So that's why we do this. But I'm with you, buddy. We don't need any of these things. It's tools for learning, but you don't need them. That's for sure.
100% agree.
Yeah.
And we're getting there.
Yep. Sherry D.
Sherry D.
Yep. That was Johan, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Pyrite, the king of pentacles. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Pyrite is the crystal. I am sure of my place in the world. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Success and financial security. As a person in your reading, the king is a high achiever who has reached many of his financial goals. He is sure of his place in the world. Because of this, offers others support. He is highly protective of those he cares for. As a situation, the card denotes being in control. You manage your money, property, and relationships with care and consideration. A general interpretation of this card is taking a step up in life and achieving your goals. At work, gathering wealth, promotion, and respect. I am sure of my place in the world.
Who is that Sherry D? She seems like a confident person. I hope that resonates, Sherry. Hello, Alex Fox.
Hey, Alex.
Let's see. I was seeing if I had a piece of pyrite. I don't. Or not here. I do somewhere. Okay. Next up is MCF, Miss Michelle Cannon Free.
Michelle.
I like the cards.
They're pretty. They're gorgeous. I pulled the sun is a sunstone. I am optimistic, and I appreciate all I have. It's going to be in the back. You have to forgive me. I cut my finger tonight. So I got a Band-Aid on here, which makes it really hard to flip pages. All right.
Was it a paper cut? Those are the worst.
No, it was on a little mason jar. I was trying to get it open to put some crystals in there of all things, and sliced it right open, being impatient. No, I'm not pickling my crystals. Don't you even go there. The sun.
Mum's the word.
Mum's the word. Thank you. Appreciate that.
She says she's thinking about her son with that sun card.
All right. Now this is going to be a little longer. I am optimistic. I appreciate all that I have. Let's see. This magical garden is full of lush plants and flowers, signifying growth and beauty of nature in bloom. The flowers also symbolize fullness of success. The card presents the colors of the 7 chakras: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white, representing harmony and balance. The wall of protection creates the perfect heaven. The meaning is the sun brings the warming sun into your life, beaming happiness. You find success and time to focus on yourself. Perhaps literally a holiday in the sun, or other opportunities to de-stress and recharge. The sun is also a card of personal growth and self-appreciation, so you feel worthy of and enjoy the good things in life. In addition, additional meaning is spending time with children and family. A crystal sunstone is associated with solar plexus chakra for joy, vitality, and optimism, and the sacral chakra for passion, pleasure, and creativity. Sunstone supports personal empowerment and helps release any negative self-image. When you need an energy boost or an image boost, hold the card and focus on the sunstone, connecting with the crystal's powerful vitality. I am optimistic and I appreciate all I have. Being in that state of being grateful, taking time to just be grateful for what it is you want to manifest.
I find it interesting that the sunstone, which I don't think I've ever seen one, but I find it interesting that they even bring up, you know, each one of the colors, each color of the spectrum, the full spectrum.
Yeah. And there's only a few cards that do that full detail with that.
I need to go back and read it. I posted an article on Facebook this week about the ancients and not being able to see the color blue.
Well, that's the first I've heard about that.
Well, you know, and what brought to mind is, you know, how we're seeing the skies appear different now. And, you know, we know that we're getting pounded with the UVC radiation, which is DNA altering. And I think that's one of the things that explains why we're seeing the veil thin, so to say.
You can say that again.
I think we're seeing new spectrums that wasn't visible to us before. And I think, you know, and maybe that's even a point, you know, but to me, what's funny is they couldn't see blue. Well, now that's exactly where the sun is in that blue light spectrum. And what's LED and everything around us? Blue light.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to read up on that, meditate on that, the fact that they could not see blue.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's my favorite color.
That's one of my two favorite colors, blue and purple. All right, ultraviolet flame.
Ultraviolet flame. Oh, that jumped right out. Oh. All right. Blue calcite is the stone for you, and I've got temperance. I find clarity through calm.
I wish that Crowley deck I'd got would have came with a book like that.
It didn't? I'd like to see that.
The Thoth deck.
That's the one you were reading from at first, right?
No, I've never read from it because I don't know tarot enough. And supposedly it's one of the hardest decks to read, you know, as far as just reading the cards anyway, because they are pretty detailed. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good. You're not interrupting. I'm still searching the book here. The artistry of these cards is just beautiful.
Sorry, folks, I haven't been keeping up with chat that well tonight.
All right. A maiden holds two pitchers pouring water from. Let's do this. All right. A maiden holds two pitchers pouring water from one to the other in a perfect angle so that not a single drop is spilled. The sun behind her gives her energy she needs to manage her task with focus and precision. She stands upon a vast rock of blue calcite, signifying serenity and a sense of inner balance. The blue and purple irises that flourish nearby are symbols of hope and optimism. The meaning, temperance, shows the need for balance and accuracy when life feels precarious. There may be many demands upon you, but you can take control. You may need to budget or plan your time and create more stability. An additional meaning is playing the part of peacekeeper or negotiator. I find clarity through calm.
I can definitely see that one resonating with Lauren for sure. Good card. Yes, perfect card she put. Absolutely. Rebecca Galactinoff.
Rebecca.
Yep.
Galactinoff. Rebecca.
I need to go through after this and make sure I sub up there. That's another thing that sucks. I go to watch videos on YouTube and where I'm not subscribed to anybody anymore, and I can't remember who all I was subscribed to. So
that's right.
Now I got to resubscribe to everybody.
All right, Rebecca, I've got the Two of Pentacles for you. The stone is malachite. I calmly make the best possible decision. stoned. I'm just not getting enough light. I just need to leave that alone. Two of Pentacles. Boy, I'm missing my index finger. All right. Two of Pentacles, a choice. The tension between opposites. There may be a need to decide between two strong opinions, such as two job offers, two locations, or even two people. The card often comes up to denote the process of decision making, weighing up the potential positives and negatives while feeling under pressure. The two can also represent balancing the books, keeping money flowing. Some income equals keeping money flowing. So income equals expenditure. There may be two bills or two commitments that need equal attention. Cash needs careful management. I calmly make the best possible decision.
Me likey. Said I like these cards. Okay, so
what he's not telling you is the cards he was thinking about using tonight, which really got me excited. You want to tell him about that there, B? The alien deck. I thought that was cool.
We'll save that for another one. I'm sure a lot of the original people, like Johan and John and them, some of them, they may remember because I actually done a show or two way back in the day where I used that deck.
Did you? Oh, okay.
So, like I said, it was the first deck I ever received from anyone. All right, we've added a couple more. I'm not going to be able to add any more after Jesse there. So, real quick, we're going to throw one in for Perry, which is Big Al's driving buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Perry.
So, if you don't care, we'll go ahead and do that one. And I've got you, Alex. I got you down, buddy. So.
What did you guys say to that freaking AI on that thing? I'm trying to remember. I'm a punk ass something. I forget. Sorry, B. It's just, and the thing responded with program yourself or something like that. It was just funny.
What are you
talking about? But it wouldn't
about?
do it. I'm talking about Al and Perry when they're riding. I was talking to them on the phone the other day and they were trying to get this AI to say something and it would not do it while they were on the phone live. But when they shut the phone off, it did it. It's the weirdest thing, man. It's kind of like the Google AI that everybody has in their house starts laughing. Alexa. One of those things.
Yeah, as another thing, I don't know if I said this earlier, folks, but we need to utilize all these things and get together while we can, because if we want to complete this and fully go online, we've got to get offline here. We have to hang up all the electronics, TV, radio, all that. You got this. That's why all these monks and stuff go into hiding. I mean, if you want to really obtain true enlightenment, that's the only way you can do it. They say, what was it? 35% of the day you should be meditating or something like that.
Oh, here's the thing. Brian,
that's a lot of meditating.
I gotta say, there's something that I
don't think that there's a number for anything.
No.
Each his own. That's like I remember when I first started meditating, it took me forever to get into meditating. Now basically I take three breaths and I'm in there, you know. So
that's right. It's like exercising the muscle. Yeah. But I have noticed all these people coming up with all these new 10 commandments. It's like a new set of rules we got to follow. Yeah. We're trading one for the other, and that's falling out of one matrix into the other. And I think for each person, it's just an individual journey, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There are no rules.
Try to stay true to the ones you know, because this is where it's gaining popularity. It's also gaining popularity for the undesirables as well. The people that's going to try to take advantage of the situation. So use your discernment.
My brother, for you,
All right. So Perry.
Perry, I've got the lover's card. Rose quartz would be the stone for that. I trust my knowing and make a commitment. I'm just going to keep my redneck comments to myself. You guys driving in that vehicle. The lovers faced one another, and this will apply to something else, I'm sure, that we just don't know about.
Hey, little radar love.
Little radar love. On the road again. Two lovers face one another in paradise. Sorry, let me hold this up. Two lovers face one another in paradise garden. A hazy sunshine illuminating a perfect setting. Between them is a rose quartz heart, a symbol of love they offer to one another. Rose quartz crystal points sparkle behind them, growing alongside pink and yellow roses and pretty garden flowers. This couple is not quite intertwined. However, there is something still to realize or commit to, meaning this card can simply show love in a new relationship, but often there's a decision to be made. And this applies to a relationship and other life areas such as work and finances. The lover's card asks you to think carefully about the future and make the right decision rather than act impulsively to get what you need now. I trust my knowing and make a commitment. There you go, brother.
All right. Butterfly Kiss 286 or 285, something like that. So 286.
Butterfly Kisses.
I'm looking.
All right, you're coming out. You're welcome. Hey, you're coming out. All right, I got the Four of Wands, and garnet is the crystal. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Four of Wands.
Four of Wands?
Four of Wands. Not Four of Wongs. Four of Wands. Crystal's garnet. Freedom, happiness, and celebration. A time for joy and togetherness. Card denotes harmony and laughter. A time for you to relax and enjoy life's pleasures. And especially if you have been feeling under pressure, you find peace and appreciation in simple things in life and may celebrate the milestones too. This four often comes up in readings to signify holidays, honeymoons, weddings, and parties. An additional meaning is finding a new home for the perfect place or for a vacation.
I hope that resonates. Next up, Truth in Me.
Truth in
Me. And then we just got four more after that.
Word
to your mother.
Word to your mother. How is your mother? How's mom doing?
Mom's doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. You know, she ain't been feeling good either. I swear, like I said, everybody around here just sick. She's had that funk for months too.
Truth in Me, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Four of Pentacles. Malachite again. The other one was two. All right. Meaning, the four denotes, they just love that word in this book. The four denotes stability in your finances and relationships. You have found a way to be settled and feel secure. If you have faced financial hardship recently, it's a card of reassurance, signifying the end to money troubles. The only issue here is looking inward, focusing only in comfort and material possessions, and at the extreme, having a miserly attitude. In this case, the message is not to cling too tightly to money and possessions, regarding financial security and a starting point rather than an end in itself. power message is, I trust I am always safe and protected.
Absolutely. Treats me. She's another good one. All right, for Miss Pretty Paula.
Miss Pretty Paula.
Yep. Like I said, we're sending you some love. Are we all following R. Wayne? I ain't following nobody. I love R. Wayne. I love he's one of my best friends. But I follow no one. I know what she's saying there. I'm just being
We're riding together. We're riding together.
We're all on our own journey.
Riders on the storm.
Hey, we learn from everyone. Everyone.
That's the thing, man. I just taking something new and discerning it. It's just fun getting through it, to be honest with you. But I am not buying into all that fear. I just can't do it, man. Everything in me. Let some of the stuff we get sucked into, brother. Some of the stuff we get sucked into to going down that rabbit hole. It's just I've gotten to a place where just peace, you know. Not taking advantage of or letting anybody take advantage of me, but just being in a space of peace. It really does bring something different to the table.
You know, I'm wondering where I hate to throw this in, but I'm wondering where this global pandemic warning, all that crap's going to lead. I do think that I'm always preaching about food. I do think it would be wise. I'm not saying panic and go to the grocery store, but I think it'd be smart to have some dry foods and stuff. So, what's going on, Paul from Newcastle? All right, anyway.
Who we? I'm sorry, B. Who's this for?
That was Paula. So this one is Deborah Sloan.
Deborah Sloan.
Yepper.
Oh, there you are. All right. I got the Ace of Cups and Aquamarine. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. All right. The Aces reveal new beginnings. The Ace of Cups heralds a new relationship or project that brings an outpouring of love and emotion. This is an intense time as your heart overflows and you may feel overwhelmed at times as you enter a deep bond or respond intensely to whatever you fall in love with, whether a partner, child, new creative project. A common meaning for this card in readings is pregnancy and fertility. The equivalent male card is the Ace of Wands, see page 51. So either or both of these cards can indicate future parenthood. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. You
did do Paula's reading, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. She said she never heard it. Yeah, just
Paula's
rewind a little bit.
Let's rewind to Paula again just to make sure. I kind of had a feeling we didn't read that.
Well, you don't think you did?
No, I don't.
Okay, well then we'll do Paula now then.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that.
Sorry about that, huh? I had a feeling that happened. Glad you said something.
She said something. She was like, did I miss it?
No, I think I did. I think I got sidetracked. Paula.
Coronavirus, that shit's been around forever. They're just blowing this up now. It's all fear. It's just a
fear porn,
kick-ass version of pneumonia is all it is. But I mean, you know, it was a manufactured disease. You know, I think whatever. I ain't getting into all that fear crap.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the process.
A bunch of bullshit.
All right. Really. That's right. A bunch of bullshit. Here we go. I've got rutilated quartz. Probably not saying that right.
What is it?
And hematite.
Hematite.
2 stones. Yep. Rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz and hematite. And the tower is what I got. Awesome. I surrender and know how to go forward the tower. All right, let's do this again. There we go. A huge tower of rutilated quartz is struck by lightning. What was once solid and grounded comes apart as fire takes a hold. The burning tower symbolizes loss of insecurity as two figures fall free towards the earth. Shocked at their predicament, the needle and inclusions in the quartz symbolize their sudden pain. However, the hematite boulders around the tower, set deeply into the earth, suggest foundations for a new way of being. The meaning, the tower often brings sudden change that is unexpected and chaotic. It is time to surrender rather than fight, as an old situation, relationship, or belief can no longer stand up. However, you can recover and construct something better, something new. Now that you see the truth, a spiritual interpretation of this card is its personal breakthrough and enlightenment. I surrender and know how to go forward. Sorry about that, Paula. Sorry about skipping you there.
Oh yeah, Queen of Courts got a question. Rick Yorkin was asking earlier: are crystals not considered one of the four forms of matter? I figure you could answer that one. So if you know, can you please tell us in chat? All right, next up is Alex Fox.
Alex Fox.
Yep.
2-2, baby. 2-2. He'll get that.
No, he's already put it in chat earlier.
I know he did.
Brian number 3 and Brian number 22.
I think
Paul
what that
said
really
that's
means
spot
is
on.
I'm 22. Awesome. I'm 22. I hit the age of 22. I stayed 22 the rest of my life. It was an agreement I had coming in. It's an agreement I'm going to have going out. There you go. Don't worry, y'all. That joke was just for me.
The Purple Planet, Sunny Hazel. Welcome back. It's been a while since you've been here then. That was actually, I think, when I had Ultraviolet Flame on last time.
Well,
yes, it is one of the forms of matter. Okay.
All right. We got for my brother, 2-2. Here you go. 2 of Pentacles. Again, malachite is the stone. I calmly make the best possible decision. A choice, attention between opposites. There may be a need to decide between 2 strong options, such as a job offer, 2 locations, or even 2 people. This card often comes up to denote the process of decision making, weighing up the potential positives and negatives while feeling under pressure. This too can also represent balancing the books, keeping money flowing so income equals expenditure. There may be 2 bills or 2 commitments that need equal attention. Cash needs careful management. I calmly make the best possible decisions. There you go, brother.
Oh, yeah. One of these days, I'm going to get Alex on here doing another show.
Yeah. I remember the last time he was there. That was fun.
Last but not least, Jesse McCartney.
Jesse McCartney.
Yepper. I'm glad we did it this way. That way, I've got to be able to actually listen to your cards and pay attention more.
What do you think?
I like them. I like them. You know, it's cool that you got, like I said, a tarot deck that comes with descriptions like that.
It resonated today. And we got the Page of Swords again. Page of Swords. Ametrine is the crystal again. It's funny how these cards come up. 70-something in a deck, man, and they still come up. I take care of detail. I stay in control. I really like the first part of like these cards here. Lots of description. Where are you? My apologies.
We have to get you some bifocals.
It's not that. It's this finger. If I had this finger, it'd go quicker. Now it just doesn't want to show up. Come on now. Where are you? Are you kidding me right now? Hold on.
Like I said, last but not least.
Yeah, man. We just read this, so I know it's here. The Magician. Wow, I've gone through all of them. Oh, that's Brian. Come on, man. Really, dude?
What's going on over there?
It's swords. I'm looking at the front of the wrong stinking place. Sorry, y'all.
What am I going to do with you?
What am I going to do with me? I don't know. I think I'll just keep at it. What do you think?
Might as well, might as well.
Might as well. Page of Swords. All right. Finally. Details, information, and contracts. The page is a person has a sharp mind. He may be entertaining, but at his worst, he can be the cause of barbs and gossip. As a situation, the cards ask you to be mindful of all official documents, from contracts to application forms. Pay attention to the details so the information you give is clear and complete. In relationships, the page can denote irritation and small arguments. More generally, the card can show the need to be vigilant so a situation does not escalate. I take care of detail and I stay in control.
Awesome. That's a good way to end it too. Stay in control. Well, I like them, Brian. Good cards.
Yeah, good deal.
Hope everybody else out there liked them. I think they did. It seemed to.
Well, good. Good.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to hear about from those alien cards.
We'll have to, like I said, those are just, they're weird, but we'll do that sometime. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to pull them out tonight. That's for sure.
No worries. We're done with, so we're at the end of this. So, but guys, thank you for letting me read for you and practice and exercise that part of me.
And folks, I know I haven't got back for emails for crap this week, but I've got them all saved, and I'm going to get back to everybody as soon as I know a little bit more about the telepathy. I'm trying to get together some programs because I want to make this thing right. It's going to be well worth your time. Trust me on that. So I'm working on that. Like I said, still going to get the computer working to do that. But we're continuing onwards and upwards. And tomorrow night, we're continuing with Mr. Kent Nichols and Trina Phoenix with the Trinity of Truth. Not sure if I'm going to do a show on Sunday. I wouldn't mind doing one. I just didn't know about doing it because Super Bowl, but I don't think many people here really care about the Super Bowl.
I don't care really about Super Bowl. What? We got to watch some rituals in the middle?
Yeah, I would be interested in watching the halftime show because they're doing a Kobe Bryant special. There's going to be ritualistic stuff all over that one. So I don't know. Y'all let me know if you want me to do a show Sunday. I'll do one. So
I'm down to holler one way or the other.
Otherwise, be there tomorrow night or you're going to miss a good show. I promise you that. Brian, love you, brother, and I appreciate you coming on as always.
No problem. Always my pleasure. I love you, bud. Love you guys very much. Thank you.
Until tomorrow night, what is it, Brian?
Be the frequency you want to receive.
That's it. Love y'all. Have a good night.